И привет всем задротам и просто любителям игр. Это 8-я и, надеюсь, финальная серия Волка среди нас. И мы с вами остановились на том, что скрюченный дядюшка по версии Джерси. Это вот тот чувак, которого мы оставили умирать в прошлой серии. Так вот, по его версии, скрюченный дядюшка, он вот здесь. Ну, в принципе, да, это его машина вот здесь, кстати, стоит. Та самая, на которую мы тогда не додумались прыгнуть. Вот, мы узнаем теперь, что он точно здесь, поэтому бежим, давай, беги. Ё-моё. Как все просто, а? Как все просто, когда ты Бигби. Ну, зачем мне исследовать? Хотя, ну, мало ли, конечно, пригодится. Но это вот тот самый знак, который был на двери, да. Да, стойте за фонарик, который светит. Довольно стрёмно было. Так. Ну и где он? Ты еще кто? Кто ты? А, это ты, кровавая Мэри. Точно. Вы что, наблюдали за мной и за всеми вообще? Сука, они следили за каждым моим шагом. И не только за моим. Да. Ну вот это вот нахрена фоткать? Ну закурил я, ну что тебе, жалко что ли? Я, конечно, тоже не очень люблю курящих людей, но это ведь их дело, правильно? А это то самое колесо, которое делает людей скрюченными, я так понимаю. А куда? Сюда, да? Ага. Ой, а вот сюда зайти? Так, бляха, как же криво-то. Ой, привет, верстак. Ну и что ж тебе этот верстак даст? Ну, бля, серебряные пули, это плохо. Бляха-муха, да я напугался.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned.
Ну давай посмотрим, чему меня научили, а чему нет. Блять, я не успел, ладно, плохо меня учили, плохо, перестань. Нахер, в лоб. Блин, какая она шустрая тварь. Сейчас свет меня погаснет, и меня в темноте будет бить. Капец, она быстрая. Ну да, пока ты залезешь, она уж кучу раз все это место бежит, Бигби. Ну и что, легче стало? Сейчас на тебе еще столкнет отсюда. Оу! Я же нажал на D, она не должна успеть. Была. Ой, так быстро надо реагировать. Давай, иди. Раз уж забрался с какой-то хер вообще сюда. А теперь на А, да? Да я же нажимаю! Ты еще нажимаю! Ай, да как можно так быстро-то реагировать на это говно? Только без серебра твоего сраного. Ёб твою мать. Ты еще страшнее, чем до этого. Ну да. На. Чё-то бегаю у нас не очень получается. Ой. Кажется, все плохо. Скини вот в эту, да, котел с лавой. Это будет больно. Давай. Ну. Блин, жаль. А ее ведь реально можно туда скинуть, и все, и что? Она ничего не сделает. Ой, мы опять переродились в оборотня. А она опять куда-то делась. А, нет, вот она. В смысле? Ты привела подружек? Ну давай. Ох, сука. Я же увернулся. Получай. На пол был. Ну все, Беби. Тебе капец. Ну ты что ты будешь делать? Ну интересно даже. Ты можешь еще больше стать. Ёб твою мать. Вот это да. Ах ты тварь. На. Ой, башку отпустил. Я бы на ее месте отступал. А хотя все больше и больше. Ты сейчас типа рыгнешь смачно, да? Да, типа того. А это настоящее, да? Фу. Ой. Успел. Ну все, скрюченный дядюшка. Тебе капец. Хотя и нам не легче. Все исколотые, израненные. Да иди голым к нему сразу. Ну, видишь, он уже подсматривает. Не говорите, что он опять... Ну ладно, не улизнул. И то хорошо.
Hello,
Давай.
Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This
Ах
gun
ты,
holds
тварь.
6 rounds. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair
Ты
trial.
честного суда?
Can we at least agree on
Да
that?
разорвать тебя прямо
I
здесь.
will have a trial.
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
Ого, их дофига.
From a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out. But I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White.
Умный
and left
сука,
this
а?
miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
Ты меня еще и будешь
Smart,
учить.
I'll admit that. So what I just don't understand is why you're here. I mean, you want to catch your killer, right? Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Сделаем все правильно, как говорила Снежка. Пусть они говорят что угодно, песик, не песик, мы сделаем все правильно. Ах. Хоть это иногда очень сложно и невероятно трудно удержаться перед желанием ударить по его роже.
I know, but we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are we
happening?
sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay?
Все
It's been
хорошо, Снежка.
hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing, I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Блин, как это мило. Боже.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do
you?
you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. George.
Да заткнись ты, боже, потом оправдаешься, дай договорить.
Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
I already took care of Georgie, so drop
What do you mean you took care of him?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the chart.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit!
Ну да, все так
hell
просто.
you did.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
ground.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have
Снежка
to
дело
start doing
говорит.
things correctly.
Снежка
No more snap judgments,
права.
no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Как
Are you gonna
минус.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in line.
forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
Ну ты, блин, использовал это положение для себя.
Left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners. I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk about
Oh,
this.
we're not?
Bigby just
This
means
is
that-
important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're
Сейчас
all
так все
still
буду
afraid
становиться и
of him,
высказываться.
even now.
Довольно забавно смотрится, если честно.
But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Даже та бабка за него? Серьезно? Блин. Да.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just...
Ну,
Of
ребят,
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
Неплохо, вот это было неплохо.
Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know.
laws apply when we need them.
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
Да уж, прискорить его действительно нелегко.
Judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
В смысле?
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
Тихо, пусть говорит.
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Опа-па.
Now.
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody.
А что
We
тогда с
can
ним сделать?
imprison him,
Пустить его?
Lock him up forever, somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't care.
bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of
It's too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out
Да
of here.
заткнитесь вы, боже
Everyone,
мой.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Пусть Снежка решит.
Snow should decide what we do with him. She's gonna be the deputy mayor,
But
so...
she's not the deputy mayor yet.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Это, похоже, самый трудный выбор в игре,
Do
да,
what you
сейчас
think is
будет.
right.
Ну, охренеть,
Yes,
я не
Sheriff.
знаю. Я
Do
не
what you think
знаю.
is right.
Teach
Оторвать
him
ему
a fucking
голову,
lesson.
No.
ведьмин
He has to
колодец,
die.
запереть его.
Just
away.
fucking get rid of
Что
him.
говорит Снежка? Что говорит Снежка? Ёб твою мать! Вот этого я не ожидал вообще! Ни хрена себе! Ты чё, дедуля? Стой, стой! Нет, не бей его, не бей! Ну ладно, можно один раз.
There you are. I
Yeah.
hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't
what
be
he's
serious.
done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it.
Мне насрать на мнение остальных. Мне интересно, что об этом подумает Снежка. Блин, как она к этому отнесется? Что будет дальше? Так, днем позже. Вот мы сейчас 100% ее увидим. Не этих всех остальных ребят, которые скажут, что ты ублюдок, все сделал не так. А именно ее. Потому что, ну, вот только с ней все не решено. Непонятно, что будет дальше именно с ней. И где же она? Ну где? Да, фу, блять, паста тут только не хватало. Где Снежка?
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Довольно неплохо.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking
Нет.
line.
Все-таки мы всех увидели здесь. Я этого не ожидал.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of
В смысле, куда ты убегаешь? Да, блядь, стой ты! Да
We'll
куда?
talk later, okay?
Да никакой сейчас игра закончится! А поцелуй там, все дела.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Что вы там делать будете вдвоем, эй? Какого хрена? Да мать твою! В смысле, дел много? Ну пиздец.
I'm going! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit!
Он все еще говнится.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Да все нормально.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you? It's just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it.
Come on, Colin.
I'm walking, all right? Calm down.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby. I
Что
have
такое?
something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please?
Да, да, я передам.
Dad
Обязательно.
says there's
Прямо
no
сейчас
time to
пойду
say
и
goodbye,
передам.
so
Конечно. С удовольствием, братан.
if you could
Вообще,
bring it
как...
to her.
Без вопросов.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she
Да,
liked that
да,
one the
да.
best.
Да, я все понял, все.
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause
Ей очень
when they're
понравится.
little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
That's everybody.
Все, давайте, уезжайте, я пойду.
What's it like at the farm?
Узнаешь.
I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
Людей, ты жаба.
No.
Тебе бояться нечего.
Go. I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. Your dad broke the rules, TJ. You're not allowed to stay in Fabletown without a glamour.
Okay.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves. So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Колин, давай, брателло, пока. Буду по тебе скучать. Отдай ему сигарету.
I'm sorry, Colin.
You got another one of those? How about a smoke for the road? Thanks, Bigby. Always a gentleman, aren't you, Bigby?
Конечно. Как иначе?
I guess I'll see you around.
Да.
Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
Yeah. See you around.
Maybe sooner than you think.
А Снежке-то я ведь передам. Ну я ведь передам
Saying
Снежке.
goodbye?
В смысле? А, блядь. Ну, это, конечно, тоже неплохо. Но Снежка, ну... Ай, столько ради бабы сделаешь, а подкатит в итоге другая. Вот,
Hi.
вот бывают же такие жизненные игры.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to...
Let me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. But this is just something I need to do on my own.
Ну так сделай.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Только не говори, что ты соврала насчет дядечки.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan.
А, ну, видимо, нет.
Find a way out.
Видимо, не врет.
Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
Я не понимаю. Что ты сделала?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
Так это из-за тебя, твою мать.
Told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Это все из-за тебя?
Sold them out.
No. Yes.
Ну ты, блядь.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it
Ладно,
worked out
хрен
in
с
the
ним.
end.
Сделано так сделано.
I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after that night after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to
Это очень
Faith
грустно на
or
самом деле.
Lily. Nobody cares about us.
Да, мне
Not really.
мне жаль. Серьезно, очень жаль.
Sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know.
Я и
Seems like no matter
Снежка.
what I do, it's just not enough for her or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you.
Она мне
You make
нужна.
a good team. The way you look out for each other and look out for us.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true.
Надеюсь, ты права.
After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason.
Блин.
I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance
Это очень
against the
приятно.
Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Flashback.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Стой,
I'll
блин.
see you around, Wolf.
И это все, да? То есть мы так и не отнесем Снежке тот подарок от Ти-Джея. И не догоним Нерису. Боже. Ну, я не знаю, что сказать на самом деле. Это замечательная игра, и ее, как мне кажется, мы прошли максимально правильно, если не считать парочку моментов. Всем, ребят, спасибо огромное, что, можно сказать, прошли ее вместе со мной. Или хотя бы отчасти смотрели, как я ее прохожу. Спасибо. И, наверное, до следующей части «Волка среди нас». Потому что, насколько мне известно, он выйдет, вторая часть, в 2018 году. И мы, я уверен, обязательно в нее поиграем. И там-то уж мы эту Снежку точно добьем. Это точно, это железно. А пока ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал и ждите новых прохождений. Всем пока.